Hey everybody, this is Collector Dude. It's a Tuesday. I went out, I took the day off and everything. I had some appointment to go to, and I took the day off work. And then I went out after that appointment, and I went to Half Price Books and to my local comic book store, Laughing Ogre. I picked that one today. And I have my other ones, Comic Town and Pack Rat Comics. I didn't go to those today, but I'm going to be going probably maybe the weekend. We'll see. But I got a mail call. I got a few things in the mail. I got this stuff here, and this box here this one was kind of weird. This box here, I'm like, what in the world is this? But yeah, and the little thinner one here, this one here, and I got this is Midtown Comics. This one I think I got might be off Amazon, and the white box might be off Amazon as well. And then I went to Illinois this weekend and saw my girlfriend's daughter and her granddaughter and boyfriend and everything. We had a good time. And they pointed out, before we left, they pointed out a comic book store in town. And they had like 20 or 30 boxes of 50-cent comics. So I the these. I could have got more, but I only went through 10 of them, and we had to go because it was going to get late. It's a long drive. So we had a good time with the family, and then before we left, we spent about maybe a half hour or something looking through the boxes real quick because we had to go. But we got that. I'll show you those. And then today I went out and got this at Half Price Books. These were dollar comics. Some of them were a little bit more, maybe $2. Oh, I really got some really nice ones. And then I went to Laughing Ogre, and I picked up a new order pack with the DC Nation and some resealable bags. And I got the Silver Age 100 pack. It is amazing how fast you use these. I had bought 200 maybe 3 weeks ago, and they're already gone. Now I got 100 again. So I got that, and I picked this game up. This game, I paid it off last year, like early last year. Just $10 a week or whenever I went in or something like that, and paid it off, and it finally came in. It's a 2-disc version. This looks really cool. And I don't know how many of you guys do this. Do you pay for the expiration thing? I don't. I take care of my stuff, but just in case something goes wrong with it, I paid $3 for it. But I don't know if it's a waste of money or not. Some games I don't do it to and everything, but this one I got it. So this one looks really good online. I've seen Center Strain 01 play it. Very awesome game. So I watch his channel a lot. PewDiePie, I watch him a lot too. There's so many different guys and girls on there that I watch. It's really cool. So I watch them play the video games, watch them do their comic book stuff. So you know. But let's see. Let me start off with my 50-cent comics. This one, I didn't think I had it. So I got the whole thing of for a friend for Superman. I didn't think I had it, but I did. So it's an extra one I got. So maybe I use it as a contest gift, or just give it away, or take it back to Half Price Books or something like that. And then I found like a whole, not a full run, but a lot of Orion #1. So, or a lot of Orion comic books, but this is #1, and they're not like in perfect condition and everything like that. They got their marks on them, but for 50 cents, I was like, hey, they had a lot of different ones in there. They had a lot of #1s of different books in the 50-cent box, and I was surprised. But here's like artwork in there if you haven't seen Orion before. And I remember the book being out, but I never picked it up. But I said, you know what, it's something I want to do. I want to read, so maybe I'll do a flip through of it. It looks pretty cool. But I got the first, let's see, here's number 2 of it. And I mean, it looked really good. So, I mean, when you can get all the issues like this, and maybe possibly have a complete run of them or something, or I said, hey, why not? That's number 2. I got number 4. It jumped. I couldn't find number 3 in there, but there's artwork for number 4. And here's number 5. Like I said, the edges, they were stuffed in the boxes and everything like that, but they kept pretty flat. I was surprised because I'm thinking, I said, I don't want these to be beat up or anything. I mean, just because they're 50 cents don't mean I want to get just crappy copies. So I made sure they were flat and everything and not filthy when I bought them. So here's number 6. And I just grabbed them all, as many as I could get in the half hour. I was rushing. My girlfriend went through and she grabbed like a Submariner 4-part miniseries, and she was showing me all the other books that were a little bit more. And I said, no, babe, I just want to get some that are cheaper. So if we're here, I mean, spend a little bit of money on the way while we're here and everything. I just want to get 50-cent books and nothing really major. So, but they did have some nice books that I hadn't seen before. So I went through and grabbed some of these, everything. That's numbers 9 of Orion. And I've seen people show this online before, so I said I may as well pick them up and try them. So if you can get number 1 and you get like a group or a set of books, I thought, hey, I'll pick them up. It might be a nice fun read. That's number 10 with the artwork in that one. And here's number 11, my last one of Orion. I didn't see any more. But if I had to look through 10 other boxes, I might have found more. But like I said, I had to go. These are pretty cool. Like the second page always shows like a 2-page spread. It looks really good. So if you guys are reading it, let me know. Dark Dominion. Dark Dominion. This used to be worth a lot of money. All this stuff from Defiant Comics, but they just dropped in price. And this is number 2 of Dark Dominion. Oh. Nice artwork in there. And this was the thing to collect a while ago. In Previews Comics, the big thick previews, they had an issue inside of it, or there were cards inside of it. I think it might have been issue, like it was an issue that was worth a lot. Everybody was trying to get it, and it was worth a lot of money at one time. It was issue number 1 or issue 0 inside of Previews, and you could get like cards in it as well. But it was something to collect back in the late 80s or 90s. So that's number 2, and yeah, here it is. Here's number 1. It wasn't a bad story. I mean, the artwork, I mean, it's different. Here's page 1. They're all going into a McDonald's. I'm surprised they actually spelled it the same way. But here's 2. Artwork in it. I think it just deals with a guy who fights demons or something like that. Maybe people affected by him or something. But if you know about it, tell me about it, because I forgot everything. But I'm going to go over and read it. Maybe I'll do a flip through with that. That might be cool. Warlord. I told you before. I think I mentioned it before that I wanted to start collecting Warlords. So I saw these for 50 cents. So I picked it. This is number 28. And the artwork, it looked like it had a pretty nice like spread in there. So I said, hey, this is nice. I'm gonna grab this one. So I'd like to get some of this signed if I could meet Mike Grell one day and see the artwork in there. It's not bad, but it just didn't take off. I'm surprised like they haven't tried to do like a little animated movie of this, because they've done other ones. I'd like to see an animated movie of this guy. So that's number 28. This one, I love this when this came out. Thunderstrike. I don't know why. Like I said, I like single characters: Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, any Speedball. Just one character. So when I saw this, I picked it up when it came out. I had like all the issues. That most of the stuff I sold, like I said, sold or gave away. I've said on many other videos. But that's the pages in there. That's page 6 and 7 in here. But first appearance, I think, of this guy, Blood Axe. But there's a signed version on this, I think, from Dynamic Forces on mycomicshop.com for going for $4.80, signed by Ron Friends. It's like a number 2000. He signed 2000 or something like that, and I forgot what number it is. I was going to order it. Maybe I'll use it as a gift, or just keep it for myself, because I like Ron Friends, his artwork. He did Spider-Girl as well. Here's Hawk and Dove. This used to go for a little bit of money. This is number 1, Rob Liefeld artwork. See, page there. The Hawk. So artwork in there. Not bad. And there's feet. So, cool. That's that. This was a good story at one time. Or it's a good story now, but I think this used to be worth a little bit of money. Strike Force Moratorium. I don't usually get to see issue number 1. I see issue, when you go someplace, you always find issues 2, 3, 4, and all the way up, or something like that, but you don't usually find a number 1. Like I said, this guy, his store had a lot of issue number 1s of different things, and I picked them up. But this was a pretty good story. They were like superhero. They were made into superheroes or super beings for some type of force to protect the planet or protect people and everything like that. But they only lasted maybe a year or so, and then their bodies died out, and they died. They knew that was going to happen. So, but I can't remember everything about the story, but it was a good story. Everything. So if you want to check that out, look at it. I think they got it in trade now. And here's number 2 of it. And it's Brent Anderson artwork, whom I love his artwork, on Astro City with Kurt Busiek. He did a Wonder Man story as well, which is really good with Scarlet Witch. It was, I think, the Avengers, but I can't remember the number right offhand, but it was a good story as well. That's artwork inside for number 2. And this was good. Dreadstar. I love Jim Starlin as well. So it's his fabulous first issue. I'll grab it. But it's Dreadstar and Company. It's a little different than, I think, the first Dreadstar series. But, nice artwork. Jim Starlin's always looking really good. Everything, so, but, and let's see, this one's cool. This has a Jim Lee cover on it. Hardcore. The Hardcore. Artwork inside. It's not bad. I think, yeah, Valiant. I had, at one time, I think I collected almost every single Valiant comic when they all came out. Same thing with the Malibu books and stuff, but here's, the cover opens up into a big poster. And this is on mycomicshop.com as well, signed by Jim Lee, like for $35. So you don't usually get a Jim Lee cover signed for that cheap. So I put that in my shopping cart, but I'm not sure if I'll buy it or not, but just to have a signed Jim Lee book, it'd be cool. But so, not bad. But that's number 1. I saw it, so I said I'll grab number 1. This was different. The Comet, that's number 1. Reintroducing the comics legend, the bloodthirsty cosmic avenger. Like first page. Just different. It looks different, so I thought I'd grab it. I'm not sure who this is. When I saw this, I never saw it before. I know the comic character that came out, but it was different, I think. And then I noticed this too, the wraparound cover. 50 cents, hey. I said, I'll need to grab it. Here's number 2. He did it, I did it. And let's see. Here's the artwork inside. It's not bad. Might be a good read. We'll see. Check it out. And then this one I saw. I don't remember this, but it's got Mike Deodato artwork, and you know I like Mike Deodato if you've seen some of my other videos. So I picked this up, Jade Warriors, and it's number 1, and it's got a little bit of damage to it, but I thought it was nice, so I'll get it because it's Mike Deodato. Yeah, it's got a little, I think a little water damage to it. But I thought it was cool. So there's more stuff from Mike Deodato. And that's Jade Warriors number 1. This one I saw, I didn't see this before. And I think this was in the artwork book that I've been showing of Mike Deodato, so I grabbed this one. It's got some damage to it too, I think. But I never saw it, so I said I better grab it because I want to collect all of his artwork. So let me show you. This one looks pretty wild. You see those things coming at you. So, and see if there's another picture with the Hulk in it or something. I didn't see, doesn't look like he's in it, but there's a double page spread here. Not bad. Mike Deodato's really good. You ought to check him out. Like I said, that's got some damage to it. And usually you don't go wrong when you pick up Star Wars books. This one, let's see, they're a little curvy. See, it has to be flattened out. And this one had little spots at top. But I said, you know what, just get it. 50 cents, just get it. Because they're Star Wars. This was number 86. And artwork inside. Star Wars Tales. Like I said, you can't go wrong with them. If you love Star Wars, hey, cool. And then these little Ewoks. Here's a little artwork inside of this one. So, and the cover. This one's number 94. I have to put it in a bag and flatten it out. Everything. This one, love George Perez. As soon as I saw it, I grabbed it. Because I had a set of these. I had all. He did like a chronicles of each of 4 different characters or something like that, and then this was one of them, and I love this art. He just the detail, everything that he always puts in all of his stuff, and all of his stuff that he does, really nice. But I think it's bar fight. All the different people in that. It's like wow. Just all the detail. So, just the cover is detailed. But cool. Cross-Gen Chronicles number 4. He did a few of them. Did a few different ones. This one was different, like an independent. I never saw this before, so I thought I'd pick it up. The Philistine. Didn't look bad. So, thought I'd pick it up. The artwork, it's not great, but wait a minute. Just different. Wait a minute. Make sure this is an adult. I want to make sure because I looked at it and just grabbed it. But yeah. Black and white, all inside. So, doesn't say adult on it, but it could be because it had just some pictures and stuff. And I saw like the inside front cover. They always do these little things, so I thought that was kind of cool. This little ticket and collector-friendly giveaway. One-shot press one-ups the rest with the first ever collector-friendly giveaway. The Philistine coupon 1 of 6. So I'm not sure what it offered, but do not rip, tear, or write on. It's just something for a free book or something like that. But I thought it was kind of cool. And you could get the back of it. You get a subscription offer and everything. So I grabbed it. 50 cents. Hey. And then these were cool. These are the last ones. Elric. Michael Moorcock's Elric with P. Craig Russell artwork. Can't go wrong with P. Craig Russell either. He's good. Awesome artist. But I got, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Here, there's 1, 2, 3. And here's 4, 5, and 6. So I thought that was cool. But here's the art. Here's artwork inside. Real open, clean, not a lot of detail in it, but kind of deceptive with the detail. But not a lot of like hash marks and line work like George Perez puts in his, stuff like that. But it's just done differently. George Perez he puts mad detail in his stuff. Same thing with Jim Lee and stuff. But he's a little different. So he's got a nice style. That's number 1. Oop. Let's find a nice page. Here's 2. Artwork in 2. And some artwork in number 3. Just different. artwork in number 4. Nice stuff. I said I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing what it's about. I'm not sure if you know what it's about. Tell me. I know, like, seems like Elric is kind of popular right now. They're tying him with Venom or something like it. I don't know if it's the same guy they're doing with Venom or something or not. That's number 5, I think. And this is number 6. Artwork of number 6. So that's kind of cool. And then my last one, I hadn't seen this before. I was like, what in the world's this? I never saw this. Marvel Knights. It says 2001 Millennial Visions. Never saw it. It's worth a little bit of money too. I'm like, well, let me get that. 50 cents? Let me pick this up. But it's different. Look at this. It talks about the character. And then it has this over here. That image. That was pretty nice though. I might do a video of this one. Here's Ghost Rider. And the Punisher. I'm not sure exactly what it's doing. Here's Black Widow. I don't know if it's like an alternate version of the characters or not. Then Humans. Just jumps around. There's Cloak and Dagger done differently. And like I said, I didn't know if it was something new. Here's Black Panther. He had her as a woman, had him as a woman. Or had Black Panther as a woman. Not had him as a woman, had her as a man or whatever, you know. But this is different. Look at Doctor Strange. I don't know what they were doing with that one. I might do a video of this. This is cool. But it was going for a little bit of money. I saw it. I didn't see it on mycomicshop.com or Midtown Comics, but I found it on Amazon. And I think it might be on eBay as well. But I looked at Amazon. I have to jump around and see if I can find it somewhere else. But it was going like for $12 or something like that. But it's something different. And it's not... So I made sure, I was hoping, it's not wet at the bottom or anything, and the edges are pretty tight, pretty solid. But might have a little warping down here at the bottom there, but it's still, it was just a nice copy for 50 cents. So let me show you what I picked up at halfprice.com or halfprice.com. I keep messing up when I say those things. But Half Price Comics. This was $2.49. I always like these because I get to draw on them. But that's Black Panther, World of Wakanda, number 1. And I saw this Batman Beyond number 1. It's $1.49. This was at my local comic book store, Laughing Ogre, and it was $5.99. I've seen it more online. But this looked pretty interesting. Arachnite, I should have bought. They had one left, the original cover or the color cover, and have this just to set aside for myself. But this was $5.99. So they mark them up a little bit, and I think maybe Midtown had it for $8 or something like that. I wanted to get the Captain America one, and I showed before on one of my videos the Iron Hammer one. So these looked like they were going for a little bit of money. These were $1.49 each. American Splendor. Harvey Picar. But I saw them, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I never saw those before. That's kind of cool. These were like all of $1.49. I seen them on mycomicshop.com going for $8 a piece. So I saw them, I said, let me pick them up. That's number 1. That's number 2. Here's number 3. And they had 2 copies of this one. Well, I only just grabbed one. Number 4. But I didn't know what it was about. So I'll open it up real quick and show you. And I'm going to put it in another bag anyway. And they put the tape on these things. And you're like, man, I ain't going to be able to get the book out without tearing it up. Or tearing the bag up. But here's the first page. I don't know if it's if you like Harvey P. Carr, you'd probably want to pick this up or something. They had two different sets of them. They had 1 through 4 of another American Splendor as well, Volume 2 or something. But that's the artwork in number 1. But I'm gonna check that out. Maybe it depends on what it is, and maybe I'll do a flip through of the artwork because it looks interesting. So these, I got 2 copies of this. These were going for a little bit of money too because I like Superman. This was $1.49 and the other one was $2. Superman number 1. They were going for a little bit of money too. So what I'm doing is, like I said, I said it before in my other videos, I'm building up a collection of different things that I'm going to use as giveaways for contests. And since these, $1.49, $2, but they're going online for $12 or something like that. $8 to $12. So that's what they say they're worth. So that makes it worth, and they all look good condition. They're not beat up or anything. Like I said, I'm not going to have for giveaways trash. But when I start doing my contest, I'll give away stuff like this. So I have to figure out how to do it, because some people may go, I don't like Superman, I want this, I want that. So I'm trying to figure out how do I do it. So I just don't worry about it and say, okay, this is prize number 1, this is prize number 2. We'll see. But these were looking pretty good. So this was really cool. When I flipped through, when I saw this, I was like, you got to be kidding me. It's not the newsstand version, but the direct version. Batman. The breaking of the Batman. I was like, wow. I don't remember. I think I owned this when it came out. Like I said before, sold them or gave them away. But I paid $2 for it. It's going for about $12 or something online. MyComicShop.com is usually where I go. But that's what they're charging for theirs. I like to know what they're worth for. But look at it looks really nice. I was like, look at the edges. And I'm trying to pay attention. There was no warping or anything. But you know how I didn't open that, taking it out of the bag yet. You know, you can take it out of the bag and go, oh. But it looked really good. And just looking at it right now, looking through the bag, it doesn't look beat up. But wow, when I saw that, and I've noticed sometimes if I take a day off during the week and I go to the half-price books on the week, I get better choices sometimes. When I wait till the weekend, it's almost like everything's picked over. This one was nice. I found this. I got one before that was really water damaged, but I just wanted to have it, a reading copy. But then I found this amongst a whole bunch before and a whole bunch after it of X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. But they're not worth anything. They're like cover price or less. And they were $1 each, but this one, or $2 each, but this one was $2. The first appearance of Bishop. I said, I gotta get it. Gotta get it, can't leave it behind. The edge is really nice. See? Instead, I made sure there was no water damage or anything on them, so. And that was half-price books. Sometimes you get a little water damage books. They don't put out junk. Usually you get half-price books. They'll put good stuff out. But then I found this one. This is the one, I think this is the one where he's taking Wolverine's medal out. Here. And they got the other ones, you know, the other ones with the hologram card on it. But they're not really worth that much. This is X-Men number 25. This one's going for a pretty good amount of money, but I got it for $1.25. So you can see that reflection of that card and with my light on I got over there. Really cool. So, this is going for a little bit of money. Wonder Woman Rebirth number 1. Usually, whenever I find these, I take them. I get them because these are holding their value because they're number 1s. The Rebirth ones for Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, I think are worth. But I've looked at Green Lantern and Green Arrow. Nobody cares. They're not, or Green Lanterns. They're not really going for anything. Green Lantern maybe, but Green Lanterns, they're not really going for anything. But if you like them and you want to get them, this one is number 1. Like I said, I got it for $1.49. This is going for about $8 to $12, something like that. And I made sure I didn't want to get it. This one's got a little ding on it on the end there. But if I were to get it graded, I'm not sure what that. I guess if it's mostly okay and it's got a little ding, what do you think that's? What is that? A fair, or I mean not a fair, but a fine or very fine? So it didn't look bad. So I grabbed it. And when I see these two, I grab them. Dark Empire. Very good story. If you haven't read this, you got to get it. It takes place after Return of the Jedi, I think it is, where Luke or Darth Vader kills the Emperor, and the Emperor comes. Well, he's in this story, so it's really good. So this is number one. This is going for a good amount of money. I think maybe $8. I got it for $1.49. I think it's $8, something like that. At least on the site I'm checking. Who knows where other places are. This is $1.49. Teen Titans Rebirth number one. This is the issue number one. There's a Rebirth one. I don't think that one was going for too much money, but for some reason number one is going for more. So that was good. Batman annual, the first annual. This was going for a little bit of money, like $8 or something like that. I got this for $2.49. The first annual. Nice cover. Look at that David Finch artwork. Awesome. So, this one for some reason is going for money. Nightwing number 5. I flipped through the book. It looks nice. Great artwork. And this is part of a 6-part story, or I think a 6-part story of Night of the Monster Men. I have all the books and everything. I've got to read the story though. You get all these other books and start reading stuff. And then me making these videos takes a little bit of time. But $1.49 for this. This is going for $8 to $12 at mycomicshop.com. But it could be different. Like I said, I noticed mycomicshop.com has the issues with Batman and Catwoman looking in the mirror at their reflection. They got them going for $13, $14, $15. But Midtown Comics has the exact same issues going for cover price, or maybe a little more. So it depends on where you go. So I check both sites just to see and say, you know what, I'll get both. I'll check both sites and to see. I'll pick them up at the cheaper place if I want to, if they're going to be worth a little bit more. Because I didn't want to get them because I'm thinking they're not going to. I heard they weren't going to get married. But I said, what do I want that for? But look, they're going crazy prices for some reason. This is $2.49. Batman number 44. I got it for $2.49. On Midtown Comics is going for $5, something like that. But on mycomicshop.com, it's going for $8 to $9. So I don't know. You never know. So this one's going for crazy money. Not crazy money. Kind of a little bit disturbed. I don't know. But this is $2 for Justice League and Power Rangers. Usually when I see these, I grab them as well, because they can be used as contest prizes. So I say, hey, it's worth this. And like I said, I'm not giving away junk. I made sure I checked the edges. I made sure I checked it ain't water damage or nothing like that. So if you want a book that's kind of worth something, and you might want to try it, you never read it before, like I said, I'm going to bag them and board them in my Silver Age boards with my resealable bags. And probably when I mail them, I got to figure out how to mail them so they don't get damaged and stuff like this. If I can find these things, and sometimes I keep these and make sure I open them up so maybe I can reuse them. If that's not tacky, I don't know. This one seems to be going for a little bit of money. I grabbed this too. I got it when it first came out. They had the first 6, and I just grabbed this one because I was getting high in how much I was buying. So I said, just grab the number 1, and if I can, I'll go back and get the other ones. But because I think I have the first 2 of mine, and I didn't grab 3, 4, and 5 because I was cutting back on stuff. But I got this for $2 at mycomicshop.com. It's going for about $12 in near mint condition. So, and this one looks really nice. Like I said, I made sure I checked it, and the edges on it look nice. So if you can see that, it's kind of hard to see with the glare or something like that, but this was a good story. I liked it. They're like immortal and everything, so I like stuff when they show them like immortal stories. Now these surprised me when I saw them. I was like, they had the first 20 of them there, and I picked up the first 8. I was like, this is Sex Criminals number 1. You know, this is going for a lot of money. First printing. Here's the back. I thought that was funny. For mature readers, duh. He said, don't sell this to a kid. What are you, nuts? Seriously. But very nice edges. And like I said, you find some nice stuff. $2. And I saw it online going for over 200. And that's maybe CGC price. Without the CGC price, it may be half that, or maybe a little less, who knows. But I think it's something like that, maybe 65 I saw it going for. But like I said, I got the first 8. That's number 2. Same thing on the back. Here's number 3. You got these all for $2. They were all really nice condition. But like I said, they had the first 20. Maybe I should have grabbed them all. But like I said, when I was cutting back, I was trying to watch how much I was spending. Here's number 4. Right here. All in nice condition. And here's number 5 for $2. And for some reason, number 6 is going for a little bit money. I seen it online with mycomicshop.com. It was going for like $7. I'm not sure what's different in it, but I never read the story, so I have to read it and see what's going on. And see, this one says, for mature readers or for extremely immature readers, like babies, who will just chew on this probably. That's funny. That was number 6. And here is number 7. There's nice, interesting covers. Like I said, there's something different on the back of all of them. And here's number 8. That was a nice cover. And then I noticed another book from Image called Sex. That was there as well, but I didn't grab those. They weren't going for any money, and I said, you know what, I'm going to get something. If I'm going to get them, I'm going to get something that's going for a little bit of money from the site that I'm looking at, and use them for gifts or like stuff to give away for prizes, or just keep them for myself. So as speculation, everything. And I thought this was the first printing, and I was shocked when I saw it, but it wasn't. It was third printing. But somebody told me to pick this up when it first came out. I'd be like, nah, kind of a silly name. So I didn't pick it up. But I think it's going for good money now. He said, Gary, he told me keep your mind on it, or keep your thoughts about Image. He said, make sure you whenever they come out with a number 1. He told me this about 3 years ago. He said, pick them up when they come out with number 1s. You never know what's going to happen with them. So, but that's number 1, third printing. That's going for a little bit of money, I think, maybe $6. I paid $2 for it. And I thought this was I thought this was issue number 16, like the version I saw it online going for a little bit, but I'm not sure what's different about number 16, but this is number 14. But they had like the first 20 issues of this one in there, except for the first printing of number 1. But I may go back and get them. Let me know what you think about this story. Is it any good? Jason Aaron, not a bad writer. Everything. I'm not sure what else he writes. I know the name. I know he's worked for, I think he's worked for Marvel and DC or one of them before. So